on 1 second. It's
Yeah.
loading. Okay, it's live.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, family.
Shabbat.
Um,
Shabbat shalom.
the the trio, Sister Chantel, and myself, Brother Stephen, and Sister Regina. We back with another Q&A. Um, Q&A. Excuse me, all these notifications popping up. But another Q&A, second Exodus prep. Just to touch bases with things that y'all speaking to us with, and also to answer any questions that anybody here may have, and also to discuss the plans that y'all have given for us for His people. So without further ado, I turn it over to our sister Regina, and she'll get us started into this conversation with you guys tonight.
Hello, hello, my brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Harvest Men. And we have some great news to continue to share with everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start with a little prayer and then we'll just jump right into a little short story, what led me to this, and then we'll go into the Q&A.
Oh,
Father, we thank you and we praise you for who you are in our lives, that you are leading us and guiding us back to our home, and that you're going to keep us safe and keep us steadfast on what you are saying today, and that all questions can be answered today. We're praying for our Godhead bodily to be covered by your Ruach. Father, we love you, we praise you, and that your word go out and touch everyone's heart, mind, and soul, and that your word does not go out void. We thank you and we love you in your precious and holy name. So be it.
so be it.
So be it.
Hallelujah. So
Okay,
be it.
family. Tonight we have Shantae, we have Brother Stevens, and myself. And Yah has called me in 2021 to return back from, I was in Mexico at the time, to return back to America and bring his children back home to let them know that Russia is on their way and they are going to tear it down. And he said, if you don't listen, you're going to be caught up with what the Gentiles have to endure. So, family, I have to be obedient. But in the beginning, I didn't want to do it. I fought it. But I'm going to be obedient. And that's what I've been doing all this time, trying to get things together and moving by his will and his way. We had a meeting back in August to call leaders and helpers to step up, and many did. So he wants the leaders to like oversee everything, but they are guided by the angels. So this is not a long um, transport or journey. It is the angels will actually be guiding us and helping us along the way. So as they lead, they may have to help with transport as well and drive vans to destinations. Our helpers are really geared to gather the elderly and the weak and the handicapped. And so he's told me that after the 3 days of darkness, that we are to start moving our elderly, weak and handicapped babies, the young, toward the ports. In addition to that, he said he wanted everyone, as many that can do it, to move into our midpoints or all the way in so we'll have an easier access. Now, this is not including the people who are not able to do it. If you can't, you wait on the angels. Stay put. So I just want to say again, we have a link that's already designed to help lead and guide everyone. And I'm going to turn this over to Shantae so she can explain the link.
All right. So I'm going to kind of adjust the screen a little bit just so that I can share the link. If it will let me this time. So shalom, everyone. As Sister Gina just stated, I'm sorry. Here we go. Just stated. So we do have a link here for you guys to come to so that you can have all the information, that we get from y'all. It's also available to you. So starting with the ports. So these are the cruise ports that the Most High has given us that He will be directing, us to leave from. Something that was newly added is the short-term rental options. Y'all has said several times that if you are able to move in closer to the ports to do so. So we compiled a list of information. All right. We compiled a list of information here to give you options for moving in closer to the ports. I'll just open it for you. So as you can see, there's a little spiel here. I just wanted to make sure you guys have as much information as possible. There's options for short-term rentals here. There's options for fully furnished rentals like apartments and homes. There's Airbnb options. Those options can be a little bit more expensive. And then there's also just some information on moving in with friends, if possible, friends or family. I wanted to use myself as an example. The Most High called my family to move from Texas back home to South Carolina. So my family and my sister's family, we live together. So it's not just like we're telling y'all to move in with people if, we're not doing it ourselves. The Most High told Sister Gina at one point that we are better together. I'm paraphrasing it. But so we live together, we split the cost of bills. It's very much so doable, and it's only for a short time. So I know a lot of us get into this, I want my space and I want my own stuff, but this is only for a short time because we will be leaving soon. So if you do have the means to go ahead and sell what you have or, downsize or whatever, you can come on over here to this link, look through it, find options that are close to ports. You want to stay, I would say within 2 to 3 hours, Sister Gina, maybe?
Or less.
Okay, or less, to the ports. So moving back over to the link, there's also a list of various hotels. There's the list of the 15 passenger vans for those who may want to help donate with travel. And of course, you'll, definitely want to coordinate your donation funds if you don't want to just purchase the rental because we don't know dates yet, of course. Purchase the rental. If you want to just send funds over to Sister Gina, she does have a PayPal that she's accepting donations. Again, just like I went over last time, there's the emergency bag content list. This is not saying you need to get everything on this list. Thank you. This is just a guide for what you may want to have. Pray about it. Y'all will let you know what you need. We also wanted to highlight the campgrounds and RV grounds here. One of the sisters did a great job of just kind of plotting in different campgrounds that will be safe for our sisters and brothers to kind of camp out at. So if you are someone who maybe have like an RV, or if you're willing to downsize from where you are currently living into an RV or just camp it out, these are some safer, campgrounds. I believe she has like some Black-owned farms on here as well. So you can kind of come through here just to see, because again, we want you guys to get in closer because we don't know when, but it will be soon. So you want to be prepared. You want to be as close as possible. And then just coming through, you can click on these links here so that you can see what midpoints are available to you, or are closest to you rather. So if you're going to need assistance, if you do have transportation, please do not request assistance. We want to really help those who do not have it, the elderly, those who are sick, disabled, those with young children. We really want to try to help those who really need the help. So if you are one of those who really need the travel assistance, please look through these links here for the midpoints that are close to your area. Once you do that, and if you are someone, again, who needs the transportation, you'll come here to complete this transportation request form. We need you to answer all the questions as best as possible. And the most important on here is for you to let us know the midpoint from the list of midpoints that we have available. Please, fill that in so that we know how many people are going to be at these different midpoints so that we can coordinate with y'all first, and then also with the drivers who we will be having come on board to know, who's going where. And also if you have like wheelchairs, walkers, scooters, things like that. So for the most part, that is all I needed to go over. I'm going to turn it back over to Sister Gina.
Okay, family. Okay. As of last time, I was reaching out for more leaders, but I'm still just really reaching out for leaders, helpers, and drivers. And I need most of my help is needed out west. We are really, really good on the East Coast. It's like the central part of the U.S. is lacking some as well. So if there's anybody out there that have a car, a van, a small minibus, please email me, and we can try to get things going on trying to connect you with the leaders. If anybody want to be a leaders, there are some criterias now because we've had a lot of little kinks trying to sneak in to cause havoc. But you know what? Yah is truly a revealer. Whether I say anything to you not, he reveals it. So if anybody's wicked out there and trying to stand up and sneak in, just know you're going to get found out. So, because we're going to stay with our holy people, and those questions are going to be related to how you serve Yah. And another thing, we need able bodies. We need people that can pick up luggage, assist the elderly, the babies, our pregnant moms, the blind, the people who can't hear, if they're still in that state. Because Yah is going to do some healings after the 3 days of darkness. So a lot of gifts are going to be given out. So if they still having some problems, we just need help for those individuals. The other healing will be at the rivers of water. The rivers of water. Like she was talking about with the donation, when you decide to donate, please put on the line that is for travel. This is a travel donation. And Brother Stevens, you have anything you want to add?
The only thing I'll probably add in is, you know, share, this live with your family and friends, even when the live is over with. Share with your family members. Tell people about it. There are people out there who are trying to find the help and they just don't know where to go. And all it may take is you sharing it on your social media. You talking about it when you're in the stores or wherever you may be when you're out. Just share it because there are a lot of people right now who are alone. A lot of people right now who they're praying and crying out to y'all, and you may just be that seed that y'all may be planting, and you may speak a word, and they may catch the ear, and they may get what they need, and the answer of their prayer, the prayer may be answered. So, that's the only thing I have with that.
So I want to share with everyone that if they want to know where we are going, we're just going to South Africa. That is just what Yah told me. Nowhere else and nothing else. He hasn't given me anything. And he probably won't until it's time for him to release it. So we all want to stay on the same page. That is South Africa. And he's going to take care of us, regardless of what we go through or what you see. Just know he's covering his own children. He's going to be calling more and more people out in Africa, the islands, and all over. There are people waiting for us to get started so they can come on board. So we are just continually being directed by the Father. Okay, can we open up the line of questions?
Yes. So I saw a few come through as we were just starting. So I'm just going to scroll to the top and we'll go from there. So let's see. We have quite a few of comments. Okay, so here's one. Blessings. I'm from Baltimore. I know we have a port here in Baltimore. Will I be leaving from that port or will I have to meet somewhere else?
No, we have one in Baltimore to leave out. If you go on the link, you will find the information there. Mhm.
Okay.
Just give the amount of people. If you need transportation for anything, put the amount of people.
Please. This one, they won't be able to say. They just wanted to know if they can drop a few questions. That's fine. Please drop your questions. We are in Arkansas. Our destination port is NO.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yay, New Orleans.
Okay, let's see. Thank you, Sister Regina, for mentioning the Most High's plans for our incarcerated brothers and sisters
in
your recent video.
He's coming. They coming out. Yeah. That's not the first time he told me to. I'm so happy.
I know that's right. That I believe
family that has dealt with that situations. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I believe it'll be a larger scale version of Acts 16 when Paul, Silas, and company chains were broken. I believe so too.
Yeah, I can stand and agree with that.
Anything. Yeah, he can do anything.
Yes.
We have to believe that though. That's how we're gonna make it through these last months or whatever. Is that we gotta have faith and trust him.
Right. I think we should expect anything too. It said our exodus is going to be larger than the first, greater than the first. So, so will the ships be on both coasts?
Yes, we have a list. I think there are 26 ports. Is that right, my brother?
Yeah, it's East and West Coast. With the ports that we have, like you said, when you click on the link and you pick whatever area you may be in, whether it's the central, the east, or the west, and it would then show you the ports that are closest up over there. So I do know, like, you have Seattle, you have San Francisco, you got LA. So those are a couple of ports that are on the West Coast. But just click on the link and then you go through and you'll see which one is closest to you.
That's right. What can helpers who can't help with driving but live on one of the port cities? I guess they're asking what can they do?
If you are able body and can pick up luggage and help load people into the van, then we need able bodies.
Okay. Question: are the angels no longer the reapers of the end time harvest of God's people? Are they involved in those arrangements of ours? Please prove or explain. Thanks, Sister Gina.
Well, the Most High told me they will be going around getting his people. They'll be going door to door, and they're going to be marching and directing through the woods or however way they're going to get to the ports. So that's only instructions I got so far, is that they will be getting, because there's going to be a lot of people that can't get to the midpoints.
Right.
They are heading, they are instructing, they are directing, they are first. We listen to them. And they are already here. Boots on the ground.
Yes, ma'am. What size tent would be appropriate? Is there a size that would be too big? If I can answer that one,
go ahead.
I would say, first of all, make sure you have enough room for you and your family. I have a family of 4. We bought an 8-person tent. So, and you also have to think about, you have to carry it. Our tent is 21 pounds on top of all the other things we have in our bag, our camping bag. So be mindful of the weight, the size, and how much space you're going to need. There's different tents made different ways. That's all I want to say. Brother Stephen, if you wanted to.
Well, for one, I say about how many people you got in your family. But don't come with no tent like you're about to have a tent revival. We ain't gonna be able to put that on the back of no van. But if it's a reasonable size that can house you and your family, and they can be transported and not take up so much space, then yes, because you may even be able to help others. But don't come with no tent revival tent, because then you have to leave that most high, y'all go have to provide another way of housing for you.
hmm There's
Right.
some people are using tarps too. So yeah.
I was wondering if the Most High will lead a few of us to stay abroad the ships like a cabin crew staff to help also assist the subsequent waves of Exodus/ship departures in other ports of the Four Corners.
Well, I do know he told me that there would be angels and there would be some leaders at the beginning, to direct things getting on, loading on to the ship. That's as much as he's given me.
Yeah, he hasn't spoken about any other thing. I got about the same thing Sister Regina got, as far as the angels leading and directing us, and we following their commands. I haven't got told that we'll be helping all four corners and other areas. We have to remember that Yah is only giving out a little at a time. He can't give out everything and allow Hasatan to know what he's going to be doing, because now Hasatan say, okay, I know what you're doing. Now I'm going to target this person. I'm going to target this, and he's going to make a plan to try to stop y'all. So y'all giving us enough information to let us know what's coming and to prepare ourselves, but he's not giving us everything.
Mhm.
3 days of darkness comes before Exodus. The aurora and other signs are not obvious yet. Are we in a haste? Thanks, Sister Gina. Peace and blessings.
Well, I've seen some auroras. I just didn't take a picture of them. Other people have seen it too. Go on TikTok and look. You'll see some of the lighting that's changing.
How do you get to the link? So the link will be posted along with Sister Gina and Brother Stephen, and then it's also it's Flow Code. Matter of fact, I'll scroll it across the screen. That way you guys can see it as well. But it'll be posted from their channels.
Yeah, mine will be posted on my community page on my channel.
Okay. Will we be able to bring Bibles on board to supplement group study and worship during the journey?
Well, he's told me he's going to have some teachers to teach. I don't know the names yet. I'm sure he's talking to them, and some already know. But I don't see a problem with bringing your Bibles on board. I have mine.
I would actually recommend, yes, bring the Bible. If you ain't got an extra Bible in your go bag or whatever, you may have a wagon. I say get one and put one in there, because, like she stated, when we leave, the restoration of us learning the fullness of Yah is going to start on those ships. It's going to start with the teaching on the ships, and it's going to continue into the wilderness, where Yah is going to be using his angels and different people to teach us, his ways, his laws, and how he wants us to worship, how he wants us to praise him, how he wants us to dress, how he wants us, to interact, how to be a society, how to be a nation, because we're coming from out of Babylon and all these different nations, and we only know from what they have taught us. So for us who have come out, we have done our best to honor Yah by our own studies and what people have given through revelation. But none of us have the fullness at 100%. We only have a part of what we know from the scriptures.
That's right, brother. Mm-hmm.
Do we need passports?
We're going to be on a run. I mean, we're going to be moving fast. He has said nothing to me about passports. It's not going to be like a traditional move or transportation. Like you got to go through customs and the airport and all. It's not going to be a move like that. We're going to be moving in vans to the port, to the ship.
If I could add a comment, I was talking to someone recently about that. I told them they didn't need passports to bring us here, so y'all isn't gonna need passports to take us from here.
Exactly.
Yes, my sister. Yes.
So please let me know the essentials I would need.
It's in the link.
Yeah, it's a whole list in the link. And like Chantel mentioned earlier when she was going through the link, don't go out and break your pockets trying to buy every single item. just go through and let the Ruach HaKodesh, decipher on what you and your family may need, and then you get those items.
I do want to remind you, no devices. And he wants us to wear white. If you can't afford it, don't worry about it. He said with a touch of black. So if I can wear black shoes or just a little black, I mean, yeah. He wants us to start wearing white, to identify who you are and that you belong to him. But I know people just don't do it. But I'm just reaching out to say again, start wearing your white. You don't have to wear it all the time, but just start wearing it.
Yes, ma'am. Do you think trains will be running after 3 days of darkness?
Brother Stevens.
Trains running after 3 days of darkness. I'm gonna say it's a high chance that it may not be, because we have to remember what's going to be taking place during the 3 days of darkness. All the things that will take place, the destruction that's going to be out there. So maybe a high chance that it won't be. But the information, if you're referring to the link why the train is on there, that's for people who are trying to move closer now. If you want to take a train, but afterwards, I don't think trains may not be running. Especially, you got to think about the governments as well, what they're going to be doing. So they ain't going to be trying to let no trains probably really be operating.
Try not to get on those buses that's going to be 7, 8, and 9 hours long. I mean, if it's got to be like that, you just need to want to move in closer now, because that's what he said. Just now is the time. So,
is there a limit on tent size? I think we touched on tent size earlier.
Yeah.
Well, what you think? I mean, I have 2. So, I mean, I don't think you need to bring the whole store, but just what you have needed for your family.
Right. Any idea of when 3 days of darkness will happen, this month or December?
There's no date. I just know.
Yeah.
So just be ready.
Yeah. That's each day. Look up and pray and check the signs in the sky, because that's how it's going to be. It's not going to be y'all telling anybody when it's going to happen. It's going to be literally you having to be ready and watching. And when you see those signs, then you know what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Ports in Florida. Just direct you to the link.
There are many.
Yeah.
They're on the link.
You were going to say something, Brother Stephen?
I was about to say, Florida, it don't matter where you at in Florida, we're literally surrounded by ports.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yes, they are being released. I'm not sure what this comment was along with. All right. Hi, Sister Regina and all. Is there a port in Norfolk, Virginia? I'm in Richmond.
I think they closed that one. So, no.
Yeah, we had to reroute. So those, if you were on the link the last time we did the live, if you have those old documents, just kind of refresh it, because we had to remove that port due to them closing it, like Sister Gina said. So you either be routed to Baltimore or further south. So just double check the link. What's the nearest port for Colorado?
What is it, brother?
Well, I don't know off the top of my head, but this is my recommendation, and this is what y'all have been telling me in my spirit. People who are far inland, like of a state like Colorado, he been telling me, tell people to sell all and move closer to the ports. You coming from Colorado, you are a very far distance. When you're not even driving, that's a very far distance when you haven't tried to drive, and you got Hasatan trying to stop you, and you got all type of debris and everything else. It's just, I would say just try to move closer at all possible.
Agree. I was trying to move to Tanzania in the next 6 months. Will I be able to do this, or should I just wait and assist with the exodus?
I would say pray to y'all that because see, we not y'all. Y'all have to plan if you move, and y'all have to plan if you stay. We don't have the plan if you stay here or to move. If you stay and y'all lead you to stay, and he have you help us, then that means that was in his design plan for you to stay and help us. But then if y'all want you to move, then that's what you need to do. We have to follow by the rule with all our decisions.
And I think that we keep telling me if anybody was ready to go, it's time to go. Now is the time. If you're gonna try to get out.
That's right. Thank you for clarification on this. I believe you. He told me that he put you in charge of this.
Praise Yah.
Mhm.
Praise him.
Are the ships already there?
Well, at one time he said they was hidden. And so next time, I think he told me, I have to go back and read my notes, but I think he said they were on their way as well as the angels. Like he was saying, like the angels are already there. So I asked a few people in our group if they want to do a dry run. You guys can do the dry run and just start looking around and seeing how far it is to drive for those that's closer, not 6, 7, 8 hours away. But you can do a dry run just to get an idea, and also get a back way, other different ways, not just with tunnels and stuff, because they're gonna be monitoring stuff. So find other ways, even if it takes you a little longer.
Wait. Where do I find the link? I don't see it. So I currently have it scrolling across the bottom of the screen, but after the live, it will be posted on the channels of Sister Gina and Brother Stephen. Okay. Will there be identifiers of the angels leading us out that we, the people, know they are angels and not just man?
He said they're gonna be wearing black. And we're gonna put identifiers with our drivers as well. I'm not giving that out. You'll know later. Some of you guys will know later. Mhm.
Okay. Sister Chantel, are you just see the questions coming through your channel?
No, I'm looking at it coming through. It looks like all of y'all's channels.
Okay.
I'm trying to go in order because it's kind of a delay. You have something you want me to scroll down to?
No, I was just wrestling one whatever because I seen on my end some people was posting multiple questions like they'll post it again. I was just checking to see if you was able to see everything.
Can you read me one and I can let you know for sure?
Um, well, I seen that one answer. Will this be after the 3 days of darkness? This is all new to me, so please forgive me if you covered this prior.
Yes, I see that one.
Okay. Well, I guess it is going in order. Um, anybody who's on my channel, if we forget your question, we know bypass it. It wasn't intentional. Just post it again, and we'll try to answer it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just know the 3 days of darkness is just to move our weak people out.
Mhm.
The elderly, because it's going to take a while to get them where we need them to be in place. Our pregnant women, the people who maybe have just had recent surgery, our young children, our handicapped, because some of them still may be using wheelchairs or whatever, but if they're not healed yet, so we have to put and load all of that on a trailer because the vans may hold some and it may not.
Right.
So it's going to take time, but we're going to be trying to move out to try to grab and pick up who we need to pick up.
Mhm. So this question
Thank you,
is,
everybody.
oops, sorry. So this question says, how do the Hebrew children in Africa navigate? Are we waiting longer than the dispersed? Thanks, Sister Gina.
Well, let me tell you something. We're scattered all over the world. So it's going to take a minute to pick up everybody. The angels are going to be coming out. So if quite natural, if they come knock on your door, you go.
Mhm.
Because we are not picking up everybody. We're just assisting. Okay? So if they come knock on your door, by all means go. But we are going from place to place, one country to another country. And people are going to be called, other people, as leaders and helpers as well. And they're going to be stepping out in a minute. But it's just America gotta go. It's danger. It's really close. If you saw that video I did on the arrows fly, that's why I want you ready. Yah, it's not me. It's Yah. He wants you ready. So he's just giving me these messages and I'm just delivering. And if you don't believe it, just go pray. He'll give you the answer. He told me anything that you need to know, come to him in prayer and he will answer. I am a mortal person. I don't have all the answers. And like brother said, he give it to us in bits and pieces.
I know I clicked on it earlier, but I can't remember if we actually answered it. But the question you read, will this be after the 3 days of darkness? This is all new to me, so please forgive me if you've covered this prior.
Just to answer the question,
Yeah.
I guess if you talking about the second Exodus, then yeah, it's gonna be after the 3 days of darkness. 3 days of darkness basically is uh, the initial uh, warning for us to let us know, what time it is. After that 3 days is over with, we know the Exodus is going to be happening in the, and we have to be ready and prepare ourselves for that. And like Sister Regina said, angels will come to your door, and you have to be ready. And from there, they're going to lead and guide you on everything else after that.
Mhm.
But also, because I know you said you're kind of new to this, I recommend you go to me and Sister Regina channel. Just go through our videos. We have videos where we discuss and talk about the things about 3 days of darkness, second Exodus, and all the information.
I do want to iterate.
Mhm.
As he's taken us to our place of gathering, please don't complain. He's taken us to safety. It may not be the ideal for everybody, but we'll be in a safe place.
Yes.
And don't like judge how the angels may look or how he's chosen certain people to do things. He told me a long time ago not to judge his angels. Those are his selected, chosen angels who have been trained. And he also told me this day and time, he's using common people, common man. So,
I want to chime in real quick before when you just spoke about the common man, when you think back when it came to Yahushua and his disciples, they weren't no extraordinary men. They were fishermen and, different things. They thing up under the tree. He chose common man. He didn't go out and say, let me go pick the king's son or, the leader of the king's army. No, he chose the common man and they became his disciples.
mhm. You're right, brother.
Okay, so
Okay, come on with any questions, guys.
a good bit of them tonight.
Yeah,
So,
praise Yah.
what is the nearest port for Pennsylvania? Where can we find the link? So again, the link is scrolling across the bottom. It will be posted on their channels after the live is posted. And then as they've been saying, just make sure you go to the link to see what's the closest port for you. Same here. I'm in South Fulton area in Georgia. What would be the closest port for me? Same thing. Check the link. you cannot add, you may want to kind of put in different ports to see the distance, but
Yeah.
we also have to think about, there's going to be some ports that are going to be crowded. So you may want to try to, have other options.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, because you could go down to Florida, you could go to Charleston. Even some people, if they're a little south, they could go down to Mobile. It just,
Mhm.
just do your research on your miles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The team did a good job of doing it for you, but you still got to do a
Yeah,
little bit of legwork.
Yeah,
that was long and
exactly.
tedious. It took us a
Yes, it
while to get it
was.
done. I thank everybody who helped on that. Mhm.
Okay, so Shalom, we relocated to Africa from Wisconsin here in Tanzania. After the 3 days of darkness, do we go closer to the nearest coastline to us for pickups?
He told me that people that were in Africa, that they just need to get closer, or if they leave America, get closer to the south part of Africa.
Okay. So do we just go to these ports and go onto these ships without passports and money, without being stopped? You know how they always stop Black people.
Yeah, we have to believe that y'all is going to provide that reparations. We don't need passports. There will be people trying to stop us, but y'all has that under control. Don't even worry about it. But with the money, we should have reparations in our pockets. And hopefully we've already changed it into gold and silver. He said silver will be king.
Okay.
Yeah, before you go forward, one thing I want to, like sister was saying, and I want to say we have to change our mindset on the outlook of who we are. We constantly look at ourselves as, Black, African American, colored. No, we have to start speaking of who we are. We are the children of the Most High. We are Yasharal, and we can't allow, the things that they placed in our mind to cloud our judgment and lack our faith and not believe what His Word says. His Word says that we will go leave with great wealth. We got to take that word and hold on to it and believe in it and know that He's going to get us out, no matter what they may be saying. He has the final say so.
Yes.
He has the power. His angels are going to be here. We need to walk in His word and live His word and have faith that He's going to get us out of here with that great wealth, like He said in His scriptures.
Yes, that's so true. Trust Him.
So very true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have someone to ask about airlines.
If you want to
You
leave
do,
early, right?
yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where do I sign up to be an able-bodied to help in whatever capacity I can? I live in New Jersey.
You can go to my email. My brother, Stephen, do you have your email up to receive it? Or you want to wait on that?
I ain't got my email on here, but I posted on my community page when I post the link after the video. I have my email on there as well.
So just send an email and we will get it out to the necessary people that needs to look at it. Just know we're going to send some questions and send some things out. We're trying to it's just some issues we've had in the past. And so we don't want to go through that again. Well, thank you.
Yes. What about people in the UK? How do you see this playing out for them?
It's coming. Your time is coming. It won't be long. You on the list. I just don't give out all of the information right now. I can't do it.
That's what I say. Even with that, also is when you see the ignition started here in Babylon, just know you better be ready because it's gonna be coming. It's gonna be churning.
Mm-hmm. He has people in the UK that's already appointed for leadership. They're there. I'm sure they know by now.
Mm-hmm. Waiting and ready.
Yeah, just hold on. He said, be a little patient.
Is there a limit on the number of bags per person? I did we made sure to put on the link that try to keep it at no more than 2 bags, not no huge, super huge, suitcase or anything, but because like we said last time, this is not a vacation. You just want to make sure you have the essentials. The Most High is going to provide if you don't have. So we try to keep it to 2 bags, small to medium size, because yeah. Want to reiterate or expand on it, Sister Gina? Are you okay?
Well, what I have 2 tents, but he told me to really get enough up for my family because all of my family are not on page just yet. They think we have another 3 to 5 years left. So I had to put some things in my wagon in addition to the tents and some camping gear. And then I have some bags and have a little food, not much food, but I have a little bit, and some water because he did say water.
Okay. Do you have a date to share? Excuse me, when we march out dressed in white with a touch of black on, when us remnant should just go?
Not yet, no. He just said start moving 3 days after darkness for our weak, our elderly, the sick, and the young. And he kind of left the rest. He hasn't given it to me yet.
Are you going to invite Sister Carrie? This was directed to you, Sister Gina.
Invite her where? You mean invite her? She's part of everything.
Shalom, I'm concerned about traffic being backed up at the ports. Is there a system in place for moving vehicles? Call Mama so that they will be a steady flow.
Brother Stephen, do you want that one?
I'm a little confused about the call Mama, but yeah, it's gonna be some traffic and some things along the way. Like she said, it's gonna be tedious. It's not gonna be where everything is just gonna be clear. Houston is just gonna have all the roads open and we just flow on through. We just all just jump aboard. No, he's gonna try to create some distractions. He may even try to do some road blockage. But at the same time, this is what the planning that y'all has led us to do. We have multiple routes. We don't just have one route to just one port. No, there are multiple routes. There are multiple ports, like we were speaking earlier. Well, a person who asked about the Fulton County, the Charleston, South Carolina, Mobile, Alabama, or you come down to Florida. You need to check and see which one is close and which one works best for you. Also, you may even want to check the demographic area to see the population of Hebrews in the area, because you don't want to end up going to a port where it's a lot of Hebrews, like she was saying earlier. Oh, you may see it's a lot of Hebrews a little east of Fulton County. Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna go to Mobile because I know it's a lot of Hebrews there. But you know what? Down to Pensacola, oh, it's not that many Hebrews. I go south and I just go to Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think also, if I can add, Brother Stephen, that's why it's going to be important for us to be fasting and praying now so that we are hearing the voice of Yah for direction. Because I'm sure he's going to tell us, no, take this way, go this way, go to this one, not this one. All right, so more information concerning the 3 days of darkness and the signs in the sky lights, please.
Well, I answer this one. Sometime next week, I will be releasing a video regarding more information because y'all gave me a dream regarding the 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait.
Praise God. Praise Him.
Right. Okay, this says there likely will be a lot of shedding of extras in backpacks. That's only natural.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Things can be replaced.
That's right. Question: Exodus does not require passports. If it does, it's not Exodus.
Exactly.
Is this true?
That's true.
Sister Gina, I wrote an email for the flyer, but I didn't get it to me, and my children Number 2, I moved to Tanzania, but I don't get any infos. What do I do?
Well, if you're in Tanzania, you won't need the flyer now. That's just for us here. But if you could probably create something on your own to share in Tanzania as far as stepping in and helping.
This is amazing. Did you say the angels are coming door to door?
Brother Stevens.
Yes, they'll be coming door to door, and this is where your discernment and your connection with y'all is definitely going to come into play. Because if you answer the door and you be disrespectful, I can tell you right now, you'll close that door and open it right back, and the angel will be gone, and you'll be have lost your place.
This is second Exodus. I don't think it's a question, maybe just a comment. I'm not sure what this is directed to, but he's listening and watching on YouTube, Zoom, etc., etc. I'm not sure. Thank you, sister, for posting the link. Please share it with your family, your friends, so that everyone is getting prepared. We made it for everyone to get prepared, all of us to get prepared. Bring the word and leave them phones. Okay. Are we headed to Israel?
We are Israel.
This one here says, what's Yahuwah's plan for us that moved from Bab to Tanzania? Which port do we get closer to, or go closer to?
You have to get closer to South Africa.
There's been quite a few comments about this. I'm just going to post this one. This one that says, Sister Gina, contact Sister Carrie Ann. She had a vision with you in it today.
I saw it. Thank
All
you.
right. Oops, sorry. You're welcome. Ports in Florida. Yes. I think they said it's several. What is it, like 6 maybe ports y'all got down there?
It's about 7 or 8.
Oh, wow. It's a lot.
Yeah. No, I said we surrounded around the whole state with ports.
All right. So I put in my time before y'all. If our family and members have not put in the same amount of time before y'all, are they allowed to come?
Then you just do a video on that, Brother Stevens. You can refer back to your video.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna sum it up. Your family members have to make a willing decision themselves. They have to make that decision if they're gonna serve y'all or not with a sincere heart. It can't just be by words, because that's what they teach us in Christianity. They teach us, oh, you can sin and just say, oh, y'all forgive me. No, they don't work, because the scripture tell us that he look at the heart or whatever. He ain't interested in hearing your words if your heart doesn't confirm what your words mean. So all us, we all have to work out our own soul salvation, and we all have to go before him and ask us, are we worthy? Are we worthy of making the second Exodus? Are we worthy of, being saved or whatever? So that's the question that I would tell everybody to go to y'all in prayer and say, am I worthy?
Right. When we board the ships to flee from Babylon, USA, can we take our electronic devices with us? No. Absolutely not. Nothing. And not just phones. This includes like everything: iPads, computers, smartwatches. Like none of that's going, right?
No. And I'm gonna say another thing. Please do not think you're smarter than y'all. Just because you may be hiding it in a bag or in your pocket, y'all see it, and his angels will know. So please don't, because that may cost you being left here in Babylon.
Yeah.
That's right. Think about the homeless, the ones getting out of prison. I'm not sure if this is a question or I'm not sure. Uh, our ancestors' black melanin was the passport they used to kidnap them. There's another prophet that says we leave in April of 2024 after the sign of the Tav that takes place across the USA. Are you all familiar with this?
I heard of that,
I've heard too.
but my thing is, I go from what y'all tell me. Y'all haven't given me no date. What he has shown and told me is 3 days of darkness, and then after that is the second Exodus. Um, so no exact date has been given to me. Um, like I said, I heard that. I'm not going to speak against that because I don't know what y'all could have shared with anyone else. But as far as for myself, I haven't been told or shown that.
Ask y'all what you need. He made me a list and I wrote it down, packed and ready. That's right.
All right, Brian.
I'm not still Shabbat Shalom. I'm not still not seeing where to get the link. So right now it is posted across the screen here. It should be at the bottom, just scrolling across. I did see there's a someone who was posting it in the comments as well. And then, like we said, after this live is over with, it will be posted on their channels, the community board, or with the description of the live for you to go to. I have a concern about the backpacks at the port. Is there a system in place to keep track? I'm sorry, the backups at the ports. Is there a system in place to keep traffic moving?
Y'all will have a system between his leaders and his angels because they're going to be deciphering who is worthy to get on a boat and who is not.
Mhm.
There's going to be some people who going to be trying to get on there because they go see what's going on and they ain't going to be able to get on there.
They're not gonna
So,
be able to.
my thing is pray to Yah and make sure you have that relationship with him. That way, if you got that relationship with Yah, you've been seeking him like he's been asking, you won't be worried about when I get to the port, it's a lot of people here because you go say, I'm the child of the Most High and I'm going to be on one of these boats. He's not going to leave me here.
This person has like a two-part question. It says, what about the UK? How do you see this playing out for them? Or is this only for the USA?
It's for the entire world. It's just we have different times to move. It's just the US is in danger. He's moving us first.
What about personal protection like weapons? Wouldn't we need something like that to defend our people?
Who's the angels? I mean, what the angels coming for? Yah is our protector.
And that's what the next comment says. Yah is our defense.
He is. People just don't really realize it.
We got to trust him. So, shalom for the ports. If it's possible, maybe we could have a designated driver to move the vehicles to parking.
Things don't be real bad. They have time. But hopefully people just try to stay organized as best as they can. I don't know. I just remember having a dream, getting off a bus, and we was walking. It was bumper to bumper traffic everywhere. And a soldier had a tool in his hand. And I'm not talking about that just work on cars or whatever, but the one that has rubber stuff that come out and unalive people, if you understand what I'm saying. And he was running up the street toward where we were. But he didn't seem like he was in danger or he was coming to harm anyone. And I saw taxi cabs and cars and traffic. And so we had to use our feet and we had to start marching and going on. Yeah.
Can you post the link on your about page? Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be on the community page once the live is over with.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. People need the list link, I think. The list is in that link. So once you're able to access the link, you'll be able to access the list.
But they have removed things off my community page, but I had that list there. I'll try it again. If it's not there, it's because they're removing it. YouTube, you know how they are.
Mm-hmm. What about Ohio, Sister Gina Ports?
It's on the list, and I think Ohio may be one of those where they have to drive to a midpoint and then picked up.
What about Cali? It's also on the list. There's 3, I think, ports in Cali. So once you access the link, you'll be able to see what ports are there. Wait for the biggest prison break. It's gonna be something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a port in Philadelphia or New Jersey? I believe it's
Jersey.
one
Jersey.
in both, right? Jersey? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Bayer, if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Right. Where's the link for the ports? Again, it's in the link. You know what? Let me do this. Maybe I want to present one more time. Just let me pull that window up so that all these windows aren't showing. When you guys are able to access the link, the list of cruise ships will be the second one. It's the first one under the YouTube, and you'll be able to see the different cruise ports that are available. Okay, so ask y'all for help. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Since my husband is sharing streaming, I'm not sure if your questions can be seen.
Yeah,
there-
that was earlier.
Okay.
Yes, everybody come on in. Come on in.
Yeah, it's y'all just have to also understand there's a little bit of a delay from this platform and YouTube. So some things, because I saw that was at 7:35, so a little delay. There's quite a few comments. So I'm trying to get through them to make sure no one feels left out. Let's see. So who was piloting the ships? These are great cruise ships. I'm sorry, giant. I'm so sorry. These are giant cruise ships, correct?
Yeah, they are. But who's piloting the whole second Exodus? Yah.
Mm-hmm.
So Yah will be piloting the ships.
In the name of Yah, please help me prepare for the second Exodus. It is done. That's right. Okay, so Brother Stephen, someone's just saying thank you. They're waiting to see the link. I'm trying to kind of skip over some of the questions about which ports are in which states because they can go to the link for those. Let's see. What about the inner cities like Detroit, Chicago, New York, Dallas?
I just got a leader for Michigan, and so I have to get with him about the upper states. But I know if you take that port out of Michigan, you're going to run into some narrow canals. And if we're moving fast, it's going to hold you up.
Right.
So you may need to go east.
Yeah. All I have to say is I'm astonished, amazed, and excited. All praises to the Most High Yah. I'm still praying for my stiff-necked child.
Yeah, we all praying for family members. Trust, we all got family members who are stiff necked.
What is the estimated time frame loosely?
Well, we have to remember y'all is outside of time, so we can't give y'all no time frame.
Just be ready.
Hmm. I have a hard time walking.
Mm.
Uh, Now I was gonna say if you click the link and you go down, you fill out the form, and then that way we'll be able to connect with you and try to make arrangements with you within whatever area it may be.
Right. If you are able to travel in other ways, please do so. Would suggest you get a road atlas for alternate routes in the event the interstates, etc., are not accessible. Yes.
That's a please
Yeah.
and a plus.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we don't, especially since we can't have phones, so we can't use Apple Maps or Google Maps. So we need get some. You can go to a truck stop for the atlas, order them from Amazon. I think someone mentioned before about going to like rest areas or welcome centers for different states. You can get like maps from there for free. So just print it out now. Print out your different. You can still use MapQuest to print out your directions so you can have your alternate routes and keep it in a safe place. Just be
Yeah.
prepared now. Uh, Thank you, Brother Brian. So expand the screen to full and you'll see the link scrolling to the bottom. I didn't realize it wasn't showing if it wasn't full. So thank you, brother. It's no problem. I appreciate y'all dedicating the time to inform us. How long will the ships wait? I'm 8 hours away.
That we don't know, but I would recommend move in because if you 8 hours away, now imagine if there's traffic, if there's catastrophes, that 8 hours may be double or triple. Now you're looking at 16 or 24 hours.
Or longer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you say the angels are dressed in black?
Yes. Mhm. They'll have another, they have something else. They have an identifier. So,
Mhm.
you know, I just want to say if anybody want to try to walk up and try to stop y'all, that's not happening.
Right.
It will not happen.
Isn't the 3 days of darkness the time that all of Israel are to be shut up in their houses? Are y'all going to be transporting people during the 3 days of darkness? More clarity on the signs to look for before the 3 days of darkness, please.
Yes, to the first question about Israel to shut in the houses. Second, no, we're not transporting no one during the 3 days of darkness. No one should be out during that time frame with what's going to be going on and taking place. I do have a video that mentions a little bit about what will be taking place during the 3 days of darkness. And like I mentioned earlier regarding signs, I have a video out probably by the middle of next week um, speaking about a dream where y'all showed me regarding the 3 days of darkness.
Okay. Could you recap on your teachings? I just came onto your channel. I'm near Galveston, Texas.
Who's that directed to?
I'm not sure. It doesn't tell me whose channel it comes from. It just kind of compiles them all together. So I'm not sure which one.
If it's my channel, I would say you have to just go back and look at the video because there's many different teachings I have on my channel.
And the same for mine. I have a lot of videos.
Mhm. Someone says Sister Regina is the boss for USA. Carrie Ann is boss for UK. And we have I saw my angels dressed in black. And someone else said they saw angels come to her house in a vision dressed in black as well.
Two people saw him in Walmart this summer,
Wow.
and they verbally spoke to them and gave them fist bumps. Say, "I'll see you soon."
Wow. That's amazing.
Hmm.
What is the brother's name talking?
Oh, my name is Steven. I got a YouTube channel. It's called Disciple of Yah.
Will we find out what tribes we are from when we get on the ships, or when we get to the wilderness?
That'll be when we get into the wilderness. When we get in the wilderness, that's when Yah is going to straighten out everything. He's going to get the tribes, and everybody's going to get in their tribe, and he's going to appoint his leaders. He's going to appoint the leader over the tribe, and it's just going to go from there.
I think this was a response earlier when you were talking, Sister Gina. That's right. Stay away from nagging and complaining.
Exactly. Hmm.
I just want to say to this, the Most High gave me a dream a couple months ago, and in that dream, He specifically said we are not to be complaining like the children did during the first Exodus. So He's very clear on leave the nagging and complaining at home. We're not taking it with us this time. I'm glad you said that. So when you say common man, do you mean mortal men?
Common man will be the average person, the person that you may not would have thought would be used by Yah. Nowadays everybody's caught into the image. So you're looking at a person who may have money, they dress nice, or a pastor who has a big old church and has over 1,000 members or something like that. You'll be like, oh, y'all go use him. Nah, y'all finna use the person that's been walking around in the streets, that's just been giving out planting seeds here and there, or a person who may have a channel that's not big. He's gonna use that common man. He's not gonna use nobody on the big screen or nothing like that.
Brother Stephen, what is the name of your channel?
Disciple of Yah.
How about the rest of the world? Is this only happening in the USA?
They must have just tuned in. We shared that. Yeah, we shared it. It's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There's a lot of commenters helping out. So thank y'all for helping out in the comment.
Appreciate you.
Yes, appreciate y'all.
What about we in Jamaica?
Yes, my brother's in Jamaica. Yeah.
Jamaica, man.
Yeah. I saw y'all had an earthquake the other day and y'all kept you, right? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You going home.
Mm-hmm. Believe, trust, and keep the faith.
Say that again.
Mm-hmm. I saw us walk upward, like going into the mountains.
Yeah, he did tell me last year or maybe 2 years ago that we were going by the mountains. He said, bring a blanket because it's going to be cool.
Mm-hmm. When we receive our reparations, how are we going to access and take it with us without access to the internet or bank accounts to receive it, since we won't have our phones, laptops, and tablets?
Who's to say we're not going to have the internet, though? We just don't know how and when we were going to receive it. He just told me that we were going to leave out like the first Exodus. Mm-hmm. So it's common. He knows all. He just haven't shared that with me or Brother Stevens just yet. If he did, Brother Stephen would have, shared it with everyone.
And
don't worry about it. You're gonna get it.
Yeah, and I would go chime in. The devices is when the angels come to get you when you're leaving to head to the ports. After the 3 days of darkness, you're still going to have your devices. So what takes place between the 3 days of darkness and the second Exodus, you'll still have those devices.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
What if our family don't believe in the second Exodus?
You can't make them.
Just pray to y'all, and it's only in His hands.
Mhm.
I have a many family members like that.
Same.
It's gonna cost them.
Darkness does not affect the chosen. Isaiah 60:2. The darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but Yah shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Well, he told me to tell the people to go inside,
Hmm.
cover your windows. So I'm sharing what he says. If you don't believe it, just go pray about it.
And I'm gonna say also with that, we have to also use wisdom when we read scriptures like that. We can't just take it literally, especially when y'all have spoken through a prophet or prophetess on regarding what we should do. So He's gonna already tell us what to do to make the plans for the arrangements. So He already know we're not going to be out there in the darkness. Now during the 3 days of darkness, there are going to be things that are going to be activated in us, or not all of us, but some of us. But He's going to already tell us, get inside, cover your windows, do this, do that. He's not going to say sit out there with Hasatan and his minions out there in the darkness.
Hmm. Obedience is better than sacrifice.
Yes.
It's so true. What did they say to you? I'm gonna pass this actually. This some of the commenters or they're commenting about a dream. We paid to board the ships. No, we don't have to pay.
They didn't pay you to bring you over here on the ships.
Hello. They will bring you home in style. Just wait, Israel, please. The Almighty will order the nations while shining light on you in the time of darkness.
True.
Yes.
Hmm.
Sister said, I live in Jamaica, and y'all said, tell my bride to look for ship.
Yes. It's soon.
Yep.
Yeah. He talked about the ships with me in the last 2 weeks. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Avery, I guess there might be comments to someone else, but I'm in the same boat. Y'all has told me I'm on my own. We'll leave without family. It's sad. It is.
I know.
Okay. Just tuning in. What about the Caribbean?
What about the Caribbean?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll come in as well. I'm guessing that's what they're asking.
Yeah.
What about the Caribbean?
Mhm.
Okay. Can someone answer my question, please? Sister Claudine, what was the question? Um, I hope I didn't pass it over. I tried not to, but if I did, I'm sorry. Just comment it again, please. I'll make sure to look for your name. Brother Demetrius, I have family who do not believe or will come pray and listen for your answer. Our answer was go and leave them and any non-believers.
Yeah, because this is what you have to realize when it comes to that, it's y'all or your family. That's really what it's coming down to.
That's
So
right.
you got to make that choice. Are you going to choose y'all or are you going to choose your family? And y'all got to remember what Yahusha said. Those who do the will of my father is my mother, brother, and sister. So if they're not doing the will of your father.
That's right. How about North Africa?
What I say with that, like Sister Regina said earlier, move closer to the south, but at the same time, y'all's using us here in America together. And He's going to be raising up leaders in all the different countries and areas where we're dispersed at.
Mhm.
The Almighty will deliver those everywhere, even if you have
Yes.
$0 and no
Yes.
passport.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just
Okay.
happy. I'm
Oops,
happy.
sorry. Go ahead. You're so happy.
Yeah. Even though it's gonna be rough times, but he's
Hmm.
coming now. So we're just not far from it. We're closer to it.
I'm ready too. I'm so ready.
Yeah, they can have their place.
Mm-hmm.
Start moving third day after darkness.
That's
No,
what.
so
Go ahead,
doing
brother.
that when you go in for that 3 days of darkness, don't be counting trying to estimate 24 hours. No, you
Mm-hmm.
go in and you stay shut in and you make sure that you're praying, reading your word, and waiting to hear his voice to tell you, okay, open your window, okay, go outside. Because just because the 3 days may have passed, it may be other commotion that may still be going on out there where y'all still wants his people indoors. So you got to pray to Yah and allow him to release you to come out of your home.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, take communion. That's what he told me to share with people while
Mhm.
they're in. Hmm. Spend time with your family, read his word, and pray. Hmm.
Do you mind expanding on take communion, because that is something that we kind of get a little bit on our Bible study group. So do you mind just kind of explaining a little bit more how y'all gave it to you?
You want to expound on it, Brother Stephen?
Start with communion.
Yeah.
Um, normally you communion. People do it multiple ways, but
Mhm.
um, get the scripture. Um, you know what? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a teaching because I actually got notes on it. I'm gonna make a video about that because if you have questions and other people have questions, I'm gonna make a video about it. But I have notes on it. That way it can get shared abroad. But just to make it short, scripture, prayer, consecrate, pray over the bread, the drink, and you take that, but it's in reference of his body and of his blood. So the bread is the body, and the drink is representation of the blood.
Thank you, because I know that's one big thing. Because I guess coming out of churches is one thing, and then doing it in the truth is a little different from how you would do it in church. So that would be great. I would love to watch that video.
Okay.
Thank you. um. So yeah, we meet at the ports, leaving our vehicle. That is correct. It's a lot of comments, y'all. I'm just trying to get to the questions. um. Okay. So best to head south. Ye- I'm guessing they're talking about a port, so probably yeah. Depending on where you're located, should be expecting the 3 days of darkness before the end of this. Should we be expecting the 3 days of darkness before the end of this year?
Now you need to expect it every day. Not at the end of the year. You need to look and expect for it every day because we don't know when it's happening.
Okay, this is a good comment here. So be careful about going through these sundown towns. So one thing that I did forget to show them, I'm gonna share my screen one more time. When you are looking through the link that we have for you guys, we also included a link that would kind of show you what if there's a sundown town in that area. Uh, So it should be at the top of all of these documents. So it should be. But you'll just click on this and you can click on any state that you may have to travel through. We highly encourage you do this because this is going to show you, you know, a good list of these sundown towns. Now, of course, this may not be 100%. So you still want to, again, be fasting and praying so that you do hear from the Most High. But this I would definitely have this open as you are planning your travels so that you know like where to go, where not to go, or where to stop for gas or for
Yeah.
food, and things like that.
Hmm.
Mhm.
But that was a good comment.
Yep.
uh did we really have 4 full moons last month?
I'm not sure. Someone told me that, but I didn't. I didn't pay attention to it.
Me either.
Yeah, me either.
What is the name of your channel, brother? So
Disciple of Yah.
this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verses 2 through 7, also makes it clear light will be on the chosen, darkness will be on the wicked. This is why it will be so amazing. Watch Father work.
Yes, brother.
Absolutely.
Mhm. Mm. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every truth be established.
Yes.
Another good comment. Very important to hear the voice of y'all individually because our leaders won't be with us all the time. Test the spirit,
True.
y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So confirmation. I've been praying about passport for me and my family. Y'all is good.
Yes.
Yes,
All
he
the time.
is.
Mhm.
Is it true the angels will be black?
I have no information
Yeah.
on that, but I'm sure they will.
It says, Israelites, do you not realize you will leave with huge wealth and in great style, with nations holding onto the hem of your garments?
Yes, I believe.
Yes.
I'm happy to leave my tech behind. Listen, I'm so happy that I have this phone going off. So I can't wait. Is the link the words running across the page? Yes. So that is the link. It's also some of the commenters have been commenting in the comments, and then it will be posted on their channels after the link is. I'm sorry, after the live is done with. Okay, someone is posting another scripture, just saying nations will be ordered. So Isaiah 43:6, I'll say to the north, bring, and to the south, keep not back, bring my sons from the land afar and my daughters from the ends of the earth. So
Thank you for that, brother.
Yes.
Hmm.
what's that? We are going to be sojourners on the land and then purged to go to the good land, promised land. Is it safe to go to Florida? Keep hearing Florida will be destroyed by water.
I would say pray to Yah and let him direct you where to go. Because if Yah telling you to go to Florida, then guess what? He telling you to go to Florida for a reason. I've heard that as well. You know, Florida being destroyed by water. I done seen the maps. I done seen the videos.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, I'm taking the word from what y'all told me. Am I saying it's never going to happen? It may happen, but I'm here in Florida. Y'all gave me a word. He told me a word. I'm believing what y'all says.
That's right. Where do we get silver and gold, anyone? If I can chime in, I personally ordered from bullionmax.com. There's other websites online you can kind of research, like APMEX. There's others. You can go to like a coin shop in your, local area, pawn shops. I don't know if there's any others that y'all wanted to add in.
Mhm.
Hasatan is coming with a second Exodus.
No, the devil is a lie. He is not.
Mm-mm. Yes, Brother Steve. Even my family members have to work out our own soul salvation.
Yes.
Mhm. I'm curious as to why we can't bring electronics.
Does our phone have chips?
Most of these devices have chips. They can be tracked. So,
Who they
y'all
belong to?
basically,
Who they
yeah,
belong to, Brother Stevens? It's the devil's device.
yeah.
So
And my thing is, if you're that connected with that device now, you better start praying and fasting.
Right. Print any pictures you may want to keep.
Yeah.
Some people are thinking they can survive by making their homes a fort, weapons, etc.
I don't care if you make that thing out of titanium steel. Well, and y'all say judgment and destruction coming. Destruction and judgment is coming. Okay? So they can build a fort all they want. But what y'all coming with, he clearing it. He clearing it.
He told me this week that they go into their bunkers, but he know where everybody is. They can't stop him.
Exactly. Okay. This says Yah's Power Incorporated said U.S. will pay for the second Exodus.
Never heard of that.
All right.
Never heard of it either.
Nah.
We're leaving Babylon, leaving the things of the world behind. That's right.
Yeah.
New life, new beginning, new kingdom. Esau is the end.
End of the world.
Sister said, y'all read the scriptures. When one of Israel stole the Babylonian treasure, he was stoned to death.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Y'all not playing right now. That's all I have to say.
Hasatan is coming. He's not playing. Hasatan is coming with the second Exodus 2 family. Do not accept his money. Have discernment. What happens to family who are stuck in Eurocentric Christianity and not willing to leave the U.S.? Will he spare them or will they be forced to leave?
He's not forcing nobody.
They making a decision themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to them.
Okay, this person says ships can't be tracked.
We are protected. There will be protection around each and every vessel.
That's right. Thank you, brother, for your answer on April 8th.
You're welcome.
The Father says he will not leave one of us in the nations.
The Father says that only a remnant will save.
Mm-hmm.
Romans 9:27 is also in Isaiah.
Mm-hmm. Credit cards. I guess they're asking if we should bring credit cards with us. I'm thinking that's what they're saying.
I know they have chips in them, but he hasn't shared anything with me right now about credit
Yeah,
cards.
I haven't got nothing about no credit cards either.
Okay. I'm not familiar with all the contributors to this live. Can the individual channels be posted somewhere so I can subscribe? So I'm not sure whose channel you're coming from, but there's just Harvest Men with Sister Gina and Disciple of Yah with Brother Stephen. I'm just here to help. No channel for me. For clarity, start moving 3 days after the 3 days of darkness or right after?
That's for us to start gathering the elderly and the weak and the young. We still have to wait on y'all. He's still speaking. You want to add anything to that, brother?
That you don't move until y'all say move, because I see they saying 3 days after the 3 days of darkness. First thing first, you won't even know if it's dark or not if your windows are covered up. So you won't even know if it's dark or if it's light back out there. So that's why it's important to have that relationship and connection with y'all, because he may have you sitting there for 2 whole weeks. He may have you sitting there for only those 3 days and have you coming afterwards. We don't know, and he speaks to everybody differently.
That's true. What type of clothing should for women what type of clothing should women pack to not look like Babylon?
He's gonna have his clothing for us. But I would say dress like we're supposed to be dressed now.
Talking about passports, I believe the same thing goes for social security cards and birth certificates. That's why we don't need them. Excuse me.
Those those passports have something in them too.
Yeah, but in the Social Security card and birth certificate, that's all American.
Mhm. That's so true. We just need to trust our Father and not lean in our own understanding. He's
Yeah.
got this, y'all. Trust Him.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Believe.
That's right.
Have
And we need to
faith.
read a little bit more of his word. In reading a lot of Psalms, fasting and prayers, he's gonna put you on the right direction, right trail. Because
Right.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a tedious journey, but it's
Mhm.
doable.
Excuse me. That's right. Have you heard anything else about y'all's mighty ones?
You talking about the 144?
Probably. Hmm.
I did a video a while back.
I still ain't been released regarding my 144
Mhm.
word. So
To be released.
whenever y'all give me the release, I'll release it.
Can't wait.
Yes.
uh, Sister Regina, what is your response to Sister Carrie Ann's interpretation of her vision?
I didn't get a chance to listen to the entire thing. I just walked in, so I can't really give out anything right now.
My heart is crying every day. I can't wait, but I want out. I'm waiting day in and day out. Y'all's great.
You ain't the only one. We all want up out of here.
Everybody's ready to go. Mhm.
Hello. If the reason why we can't bring electronics is because they can be tracked, ships can be tracked. Also, airplanes can be tracked as well.
That may not be the only reason. So I really haven't prayed about it so deep, but I know he's saying no devices.
Mhm. He showed me in a dream, so I'm not questioning him. No devices.
And then,
But
and then with the
and
ship, there were other prophets saying that they saw the fleets coming in, and they had a big dome of protection, and they had it was like an angel or some type of, I want to say it's something that was in front of us, and we couldn't be touched.
yeah.
So, but I just hadn't prayed. Go ahead, Brother Steve.
I was just gonna say, you got to remember, this not us saying not bring the devices. This is y'all saying don't bring the
Yeah.
devices. And I understand. People are attached to things, but right now, it's either you gonna listen and follow what y'all's asking, or either you gonna make your own decision. Like somebody posted earlier, you gonna lean on to your own understanding, and like I mentioned earlier, don't try to outsmart y'all thinking you gonna hide him in the bag. He see all of it.
Right.
The angels probably will redirect you.
I think that'd be a hurtful thing to make it all the way to the ship just to
Mhm.
not be able to get on. So obedience is important during this time. And I know they both have said it. I say it to, my little Facebook followers, but, take everything we say in prayer, or everything that is said in prayer. If you don't agree with it, or if you don't
That's
understand
right.
it,
Mhm.
take it to him. He'll give you your answer. As large as Texas is Galveston the only port? There's several ports I see on the coast of Texas.
No, it's not. He just said be careful down there because there's a lot going on. So if you see a lot of stuff, go to the other one.
Mhm. Hi, is Arizona on the list? For ports or for midpoints? Because they are on the list for midpoints, but That's it. If the Most High said no devices and no pets, I wouldn't challenge him on that. Obedience. That's right.
That's
Mhm.
true. He said the pet was going to be too much trouble.
See.
And you know, we love our dogs. A lot of people like cats, whatever. But he said it's going to be too much trouble.
Let's start. And they're chipped too. So just got to start praying for that separation because we have a little furry baby down here by me. So I understand it's going to hurt a little bit, but we got to trust y'all. Our ship and us will be resting under the wings of the Almighty. Psalms 91
Yes.
prayers.
Yes.
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 So are you saying effectively that those who are gathered will be the 144,000 that are sealed?
No, that's not what I'm saying. He's just coming for his children. But a lot of will be the 144. He didn't give a number who's going to be leaving. He just said a remnant. People that's not believing or walking in the evil ways, he's not taking them.
Wow, no port in Philly or PA.
Well, you're not far from Jersey.
Right.
You're not that far. You're right there in New York.
Also, remember that just keep in mind that these ports weren't just, thrown together. I believe the Most High did give these specific ports. So it's the reason why these ones are chosen and why not more, are on the list. Yes, I'm in New Jersey. That is Bayonne, no, next to New Jersey, and also ports in New York City.
Yeah, they're on the list.
Mhm.
Someone said no pets. No pets. Angels driving. Are they asking if the angels are going to be driving?
I don't know what they're asking with that.
Can you clarify your question, please? Are we ordered to leave cell phones behind? If so, how do we keep in contact? Yes. And trusting in the Most High, He will be your GPS.
Well, let me chime in. So if it's about keeping in contact with the driver and the person or whatever, that's why we're doing what we're doing right now. We getting everything established. So when the time does come, the drivers, they'll know where to go. And you got to remember as well, the angels are going to be out there as well. So when whoever comes to get you, you're leaving your devices at that place of residency, wherever you're staying at. And after that, you're heading to the ports.
This is a whole new reality for all of us. It is.
Yeah.
It's a new beginning.
Okay, we kind of touched on this a little bit earlier. So it says, I'm in Jersey as well, Bayonne Port. If tunnels and bridges to New York are closed and blocked, New York ports will be a no-go for us. That's why we mentioned to make sure you do have alternate routes available. I am losing my head covering. It just keeps sliding off. I keep trying to slide it back on. Let's see. But I think that was one of the main reasons why Sister Gina did direct us to, make sure we have these atlases and things, because there are some states that do have tunnels. We're
Especially New York. Yeah. Michigan.
Yeah.
And she said, for those who haven't tuned into her channel, she had a video. Most said for us to go around these tunnels, don't go through them. So please make sure you are, following directions. The direction of God, that is. And Thank you for clarifying the roadmap atlas. My silly tail would have been trying to use the phone map. My sister snatched me up and we drove the main route to the port. Maybe they're talking about a dream.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, a dream or a vision.
Uh, get started and move in close earlier. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Family, friends, whomever you can. My brother, you want to elaborate on the Airbnb?
Yeah. So, I know a lot of people, they are probably looking at, oh, where I'm going to stay at. They're looking at, oh, money, all that type of stuff. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people, you leave your job, a lot of jobs have retirement. You leave your job, you're going to be leaving with that retirement. Even still without it, there are a lot of Airbnbs that don't cost much money. There are some Airbnbs, depending on the location, as low as 600 a month. So, it's all about stepping out of faith and, leaning on Yah and, going to Him and saying, Yah, I heard the word. I need your help. Lead and guide me on how to do this. And you also got to look at the possessions you have. You can't take none of this stuff with you or whatever on the boats, cruise ships. So why not just go ahead and sell all of it and move closer to the ports to begin with if you're so far inland that you're far away. But all you got to do is go on the Airbnb website or the app, depending on where you're going, and put in what you're looking for. If it's just you or you and the spouse, you don't really need that much space. You only need enough space to have your items to go and enough items to sustain y'all till the time.
That's right. And also, I know you talked about retirement, but for like the younger generation, a lot of us work from home. So you can easily take that job with you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
To be honest, some people will be teleported to the ships. I don't know. Did y'all want to?
Um, I haven't got told that. Could it be possible? Hey, it can. Y'all can do anything. If y'all, have shown you that, and He's given you dreams and visions of that, and you went to Him in prayer and He confirmed it, hey, that's probably what it will be. I've heard that and seen people, say during times or whatever, that they were teleporting to things like that. But I never spoke against it because, like I stated earlier, everybody has their own experiences with y'all.
That's true. Credit cards have chips in them. Can we bring credit cards?
Let's just pray about that. Let's just ask Him.
I'm in Virginia. I heard the port in Norfolk is closed, so did the midpoint change? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yes. So I did mention to just make sure if you were on the link prior to tonight, just refresh it because some of the midpoints for the Virginia, North Carolina, area did change because we had to remove Norfolk. So just refresh it, check the link again. And we do ask that y'all check it, periodically because whenever the Most High gives something to be added, we'll be adding it to it. So you want to try to stay, updated as often as possible. Okay, let's see. I'm only 40 minutes away from Bayonne, so you're very close.
Awesome. Yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Blessed, for real.
Let's see, just going through a few scriptures posted. You can order physical maps online.
Mhm.
Hmm.
The wealth transfer will help with means of and supplies needed and transportations of help to help many.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was told to ensure that an angel is from Yah. You can ask in the name of Yahusha Hamashiach. I command you to show your true identity.
Mhm.
What about the mixed multitude?
Please elaborate.
Not everyone will attend, only the chosen 144, so please be aware.
Will attend what?
I'm not sure. You have to elaborate. Uh, trying to trying to cycle through. Let me see. Brother Stephen, give them your YouTube page because it's people on here that never been on your page.
Oh, it's called Disciple of Yah. Disciple of Yah.
Mm. Someone's asking about numbers they're constantly seeing. I don't know. They said, Shalom, I've been seeing the time 11:11 and 1:11 a.m. and p.m. once a day or every other day since April earlier this year. It's one thing to see it once in a while, but it's been almost nonstop.
So this will be my response to that. First thing, you need to take that to Yah in prayer, because seeing numbers can be many different things. He can be showing you those numbers. It can be connected with the strong concordance. It can be connected with a study that he's trying to take you to do. It can be connected, with different types of, different type of things. We can't tell you what those numbers mean, but y'all can tell and direct you to what those numbers mean.
Okay. I put your channel at the bottom since quite a few comments were asking for it.
Okay.
Okay, so seeing a lot of repeat comments, so I want to scroll all the way to the bottom just to make sure I'm not skipping anyone. I'm concerned about Haiti. What about Haiti?
It's all of y'all's children,
Mm-hmm.
the whole world, but except for the ones who are not believing or not walking like they should. And the water for 144 is in there.
Is it okay to bring rolling suitcases?
Yeah. Long as they ain't no huge, gigantic suitcases, yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for this broadcast. This is a journey of a lifetime, and so many of us have questions. Y'all gave me 9 months ago Isaiah 43, and he confirmed with me we are going home.
Yes.
He told me my tribe already. I asked him my tribe, and he told me a month after I fasted. You can ask him.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe you. He confirmed with me mine.
And so is me too. Mhm. Just ask.
Mm-hmm. Those mountains in South Africa is beautiful too. Midwest, where do we go? Most of the Midwest is coming down south to Galveston and NOLA, I believe. It's a long journey, but I live in Columbia, South Carolina. Is Charleston, South Carolina, and Embarkation-Port. Yes. We will be rewarded with great substance. The money will be worthless.
That's why you transfer it into gold or silver as soon as you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or another currency.
Or another currency. Yeah.
Chosen ones, you are protected. Billions of chosen angels are already here.
That's right.
Yes.
Many people having dreams about it. calling me and telling me the dreams.
Mhm. What are you covering your windows with?
Cover with the multiple things. You can, long as it's dark, I recommend black. You can get you some black curtains and get you like some tape or something because curtains don't cover the entire window. You know, they kind of sit back. But get you some tape or staples or something where you can get it pressed on. You can use like big bin garbage bags, like what people rake up to put leaves in, and do the same thing and cover your windows with. Just making sure that your windows is entirely covered up.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mm. It's a lot of repeat. Um, when will y'all's mighty ones be put in motion?
Gifts will be given out during the 3 days of darkness.
Mhm. I forgot. What is going to happen to us who take blood pressure meds and cholesterol meds?
Some people will be
Doing
and some. What you want to say, Brother Stephen?
now, I was do as like during what time frame was they talking about? Was they talking about right now or during the 3 days or on the boats when we over in the wilderness?
Family, don't wait until later. Go into prayer and pray in advance to bridle your tongue from complaining,
Yes.
murmuring, and to break the
Mhm.
chimes of the Babylonian way of life.
Thank you. That's true.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Shalom, family. With all of the info going out regarding the second Exodus, what if the enemy sends us false angels to the undiscerning only to deter or kill, unalive them?
If you've been praying and fasting, you should have a discernment to know
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
good spirit or a bad spirit. That's why I told you long time ago. There's going to come a time you're going to need to hear his voice. So that's what the fasting and praying does. It connects you to him.
Sister, please give us information on medication. Do we bring them on ships? Thank you.
I will tell you to take them.
Mhm. Do we need to take any money with us?
I would say just take whatever you have need. Accepted devices.
Thank you for telling about the communion. Hmm. They're saying your mic is low, Sister Gina. I saw that comment a couple times now.
Mhm. Let's see.
Is there going to be a plague of death of the firstborn before we leave?
Ask Miss that a little bit better.
Y'all let us know if that's better, if y'all can hear her better.
Mm.
Um, Have you been told what will happen to the Black people who are left behind? I'm asking because I had 3 dreams 3 nights in a row showing Black people moving to Jamaica for refuge.
Well, you're not telling what they may do if they're left behind. But he
Mhm.
told me to tell everybody to go to the hills with trees or the mountains. Just because you come to the ship, you may not make it on.
Yeah.
That's why I say you really got to pray and fast and walk with him. Stay in his commandments. Stay in focus. He
Right.
knows your heart. He knows what you've been doing. He said high, look low.
Good.
You're not taking no wicked, no evil, none of that. That's if you make it through the 3 days of darkness.
Right. There's nothing these enemies against Yah's people can do when we're exiting. They will be in shock and awe that they will be helping us. Remember, declare who you are. I am a chosen 3 times.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Pray for the Holy Spirit to be sealed in you.
Yeah.
Pray for the spiritual ear, spiritual eye.
Mhm.
Planning is important.
Yes.
I was like, I'll get to the bottom, and then there's like a whole bunch more comments that just pop. um, Arrowheads will hit New York. Is this happening before Days of Darkness?
He did not give me a date or time. He just said it's a target place in Dallas, both of them. In another state that he gave me back in March, it's Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
He said it's wicked. He also said Atlanta is gonna suffer because of the gay pride parades.
It's not playing.
He said he's
Nope.
tired and that his anger has been kindled and he's on the move. I don't want to be in his way. So if anybody out there
Need.
still, if
Hello.
they still walking wicked, it's time to turn around now, not tomorrow.
Right. Question: what kind of boots are best? I have a hard time finding a good boot that isn't expensive.
Boot or some hiking shoes. I recommend actually going in the store and getting them. Because those type of shoes, you can get them shoes, they can be very uncomfortable. I say go in the store, actually try on different ones and see which one is most comfortable for you on your feet. That's not too pricey within your budget.
I agree with that. I just heard manna will be our food. Don't worry.
Don't worry. If that's what he give us, that's what he give us.
Yeah,
Be glad you will not endure what's coming.
Right.
exactly.
The Holy Spirit told me to get lightweight boots, not shoes. Meryl may have good ones.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I live near a port and can provide shelter to travelers depending on the departure. I will look back over your videos for clarification.
Mhm.
Is this Sister
Thank
Jenny?
you.
Yeah, that's me. I had to do something.
Okay. Would you want this person to send you an email?
Send me an email concerning what?
They said they live near a port. They can provide shelter for travelers depending on the departure. I'll look back over your videos for clarification.
Yes, you can. We maybe can add it to the list, to the link.
hmm So please,
But elaborate a lot of where it is,
right.
the miles away from a couple of ports, how many rooms you have. Just be a little bit more detailed.
hmm Okay, beloveds, I plan to call all my loved ones to tell them again on Days of Darkness and what's coming in our Exodus. That's all I can do. I don't want their blood on my hands. Thank you, beloveds.
Yeah, that's true. You do have to do that.
Hi, I just started watching a while ago. How will those who don't watch social media know about the Exodus as it is happening? Also, what about those in hospitals?
The angels. We have to remember we're not gathering everybody. We're
Mhm.
only gathering who we can. Um, we're here to help the angels. The angels are in charge. They are directing this whole entire journey from the beginning to the end. Yah has it. So we're just helping out. That's all we're doing.
Right. Do we leave credit cards and debit cards behind too, since they have chips?
I would say pray about that because they have chips in them.
Okay. Exodus is for the true remnants of Yah.
Mhm.
Prepare for the 3 days of darkness by getting large trash bags, black trash bags, duct tape, unscented candles, water, and other provision to sustain you during that time, as well as keeping your Bible close.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh, one thing I want to chime in with that 3 days of darkness.
mhm.
Um, do not open the door for anyone. If you hear somebody on the other side of the door sound like mama, brother, sister, niece, auntie, uncle, or whatever, do not even go near the door, and definitely do not open the door.
Mhm.
Right.
It ain't nothing but a demon impersonating family.
Exactly. Don't think you're going to outsmart Abba. Can't talk now. Abba Yah. And do not put your
Yes.
mouth on his
Mhm.
prophets or prophetess, his messengers. Mind your words. Yah writes every word we say. Watch your
Yes.
thoughts and words.
True. Hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Listen. Oh, it's my sister. I saw the angels flying around the ships as we were leaving, and the ships were glowing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Salvation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
No one goes to the beach and take their sand with you. When you leave Babylon, don't take Babylon with you. Leave.
Leave
That's
everything of Babylon.
so-
We got to leave the culture behind. And he said, don't look back.
That's right.
Don't look back. Please don't.
Don't be like Lot wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to stay focused, right? Don't
Right.
look back.
I asked Abba to let me know clear as day. Do he want me to leave my devices behind? My niece, 6 years old, looked at me and said, "Don't bring electronics or you will unalive."
Was that a dream?
Oh,
Was that?
It sounded like it might have been real.
Wow.
spoke to the child.
See, I'm supposed to. See?
Powerful.
Yeah.
Someone said what you just said, and don't look back at Babylon like Lot's wife. We know what
Yeah.
happened to her. That's right.
Hmm.
We got to let go of the old because we're
Hmm.
moving into the new.
Right. I have my service dog. Unfortunately, the dogs they said they can't come, and I do understand because our dog is my husband's service dog also. So I understand, but we got to be obedient and trust in the Most High.
You know, with the service dog, like you said, I understand, but
Mhm.
you have to realize you gonna be with an angel, so you ain't gonna need no service dog.
Right. So true. And like y'all said, some of us are going to be healed, during the
Yeah,
darkness
Mhm.
at different points throughout. So we will be stripped of many things while we're in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
That's right.
Are there ports in Chicago? No, there are no
No.
ports in Chicago. You're gonna have to come over to the East Coast.
Unless you choose to go down to New Orleans.
Oof,
I don't think is that further?
that's further.
Yeah, East Coast is closer.
Okay.
Hmm. If I'm not mistaken, Maryland, the Maryland port will be the closest, and then or they can keep going to New York or New Jersey. Um, are there ports near Memphis? Yes. So definitely look at the list, the link to see what port is going to be closest to you. That's a repeat question. Uh, what about my service dog? What do I do with her? Put her. Well, do I put her to sleep?
No, I just recommend, after that 3 days of darkness, make sure the water bowl full and food is full, and Yah will take care of the rest.
Mhm. Okay, I'm just now getting here. I apologize for asking something that may have been addressed, but how do you access the list of ports? So currently I have the link scrolling across the bottom. You have to have it in full screen for you to see it. But after the live is over with, it will be posted on the channels of Brother Stephen and Sister Gina. This comment has been a couple times. The first Exodus took their animals.
Yeah, I understand that, but Yah he spoke said, he doing a new thing, so we have to remember that.
Yeah.
Mhm. I recommend people increase their fasting and praying. I notice as I have increased, I hear the Holy Spirit more clearly. People
Yes.
trust
Yes.
Yahuwah and no complaining for journey ahead.
Hmm.
He'll start speaking to you almost every day if you keep a fast going. Just try one a week or one every 2 weeks, and you'll see that relationship grow.
Mhm.
Adding his word along with praying.
He'll start speaking to you even when you're not praying.
Hmm.
Right. I'm seeing questions about the list again. So again, it is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Please access that. You'll be able to see all the different ports that's available, midpoints to the ports. Um,
How many more questions do we have? Quite a few.
I'm trying to filter and not answer. I'm trying not to answer ones we've already answered, but I also understand there's some people who got on after, that we started.
Yeah.
But I'm trying, not to. It's a few. um, let's see.
Uh,
Mm, go ahead.
Nah, I'm just reading that. How can you when you need your device, laptop? Is that regarding the electronics? Um, w- w-
I think that one was when we were talking about getting prepared with knowing your routes. I could be wrong. If I'm incorrect, please correct me. But I think that's what that was in
In
response
reference
to.
to?
Yeah.
okay. That's why we had done spoke about the maps, and the atlases. So when you do leave, you have those maps and atlases. As long as you're still at your dwelling, you'll have access to your laptop and everything else.
Mhm. Prepare now. Will everyone leave at the same time? Do you
Whenever
mean in
Yah
the
gives a command, he said when he gives a command, the first command is to get the elderly out, and the weak, the children.
US? I'm 56 with heart issues. I suppose I will qualify. If you're talking about needing transportation, if you do need transportation, please definitely fill out the form on the link. That way, one of the leaders can get in contact with you to help organize that. Okay, it's looking like they're all pretty much the same, or they're kind of just. There's a lot of questions about the link. So once they're able to see the link, a lot of these questions will be answered. Um, yeah, it's a lot. I live here. What's close here? Getting prepared for the 3 days of darkness, I'm seeing. Okay, so I'm guessing they were clarifying a question from earlier. So the mixed multitude who are not Israelites, like those who cleave to Israel in the first Exodus, who are Gentiles. I remember they asked earlier, what about the mixed multitude?
Yeah, the Gentiles.
Mhm.
Those have been selected by Yah. They're coming.
Okay. Every time I get to the bottom, it just pops right back up. But it does look like a lot of this, what to do to make it into the second Exodus.
I say first you need to repent with a sincere heart and seek Yah. After that, once you seek Yah in prayer, He will start to lead and direct you on what He wants and needs you to do.
Right.
Mhm.
In the first Exodus, it says there were none feeble amongst them. I believe the Most High will heal all who need to be.
He will, but it's gonna be at different times.
Right.
He take care of his own children.
Start conditioning yourselves to clean the temple. Start taking herbs
Yeah.
and come off medications. I've been off
Start cleaning
medications
the
for
temple.
3. What'd you say, Sister Gina?
I said, she's right. You do need to clean your temple,
I've
detox,
been,
and everything.
right.
Mhm.
I've been off medications for 3 years now, and herbalists, herbs are for the healing of the nation.
Mhm. That's the word. If we get downtown, down toward the end, I got a little message for Africa. But
Okay.
just let me know.
Okay. I see someone, so they said they just arrived. What is this all about? They have a question. I'm trying to look for their name again for the question. It said, I was tested with COVID test while in jail, but I never took the vaccine. Can I still be saved?
Repent,
Mm-hmm.
mean it from your heart.
Right.
That's what he told me to tell everybody. If you repent,
Mhm.
you're fine.
Oh, he
Yeah.
said in your name, I pray for salvation. That's right.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. You go ahead with your message. And then because it's looking like it's just scriptures and like a lot of confirmation. So if there's any other question after your message, I'll ask it. But if not, they can listen to the full video, the replay.
Okay. Okay. Well, this was midnight last night, and this is for Congo. I don't know if you guys know what's going on in Congo, but there's a cry out, and there are millions of people that are dying, including our children, very young. They are being made to go into mines, and no telling what else is going on. But as I was praying, I heard him say, I will fix things for Congo. He said, share it with Israel. I hear their cries, daughter. He said, soon. I have them in plain view. I see all things. He said, I'm in motion. Tell them I'm in motion. Tell Congo I'm coming soon. Get their lives or life in order. He said, all should repent. He said, Kenya is like a sellout, but I hold them involved. Soon, no worries. Pray for that king. I'm coming soon. Suffer there too. Okay.
Hallelujah.
Praise him.
Wow. All praises.
Yeah.
Have-
So, brother Stevens, when we're gonna do another update?
Um, I know we'll get together, and once we get a date, I post on mine. I post it on my community page.
Mhm.
But we can't get no exact date right now. But we'll keep y'all updated.
Mhm.
But just know the list will still be adding things to it as we need to change things if things happen.
Mhm.
Um, so just keep a check on it. Like my sister said, get right with y'all. Stop playing and thinking that people can't see through the fakeness because a lot of the prophets can see. Let's get it together, Judah. You're special. You're real special. Don't even know it.
Yeah.
But Yah's gonna come through and he's gonna clean up. He's have no pity because he's giving you enough time to turn around. And if you're still hanging out with the enemy, well, you know the results of that.
Mhm.
So if you want to see home, land of milk and honey, come on in and mean it from your heart.
Yes.
I want to say stay focused and walk in his commandments. Brother Stevens.
Yeah. One thing I want to say, and this is to the man, we have to stand up.
Yes.
We have to stand up and take our place and our position.
Yes.
A lot of us are we're sitting back and we're just saying, oh, y'all gonna do it. No, yes, y'all would do it, but y'all's calling us, and I'm speaking as like for the whole body. Us as men, we aren't in position right now, and a lot of people ready for the exodus, but what may be the holdup is y'all waiting for us men to get in place. We need to get in place. We need to wake up. We need to protect our families and our women and our children, and we are supposed to be leading this thing. So
Yes.
my thing is, wake up, stand up.
We need you,
That's right.
but we don't want anybody who's fake now. Is on the other side of the fence. We need somebody who has a true heart of Yah and his people. If you can't get along with people, this is not the place. We have to know how to love each other, walk together. He said, a house divided is you fall. Come as one, come together. Overlook a lot of stuff because people have to grow and they have to mature. It's time to stand up. And that's where I am my night.
Right.
Thank y'all for tuning in. And
Mhm.
like we stated, when we get another date, we'll post it on the community page so you guys will know. And then when we go live, we'll send a notification. So, and make sure y'all click that link and go to the website, and you'll get all the information you need.
Mhm.
Yes.
And please share. Y'all's ready
Yes.
now. Come on home. Come on home.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
All
And
right.
walk in his commandments and stay focused. Love you much.
Shalom, y'all.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.